So as part of AWET series, there will be 2 super matches featuring 3 athletes. So one of the athletes will be coming back again, and that's Brett Coots.
Yeah.
And Brett Coots is taking on the current left-hand Australian champion and Australian wood chopping champion, Bowen Quintado.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's going to be phenomenal. This is sort of to find out who's really the top dog on left arm. And Brett Coots is very much, we talked about him with his match with Taryn Broad, you know, how he's a veteran, how he's coming back into the sport. He's really committed to arm wrestling again. But his left is really where his strength is. And for Bowen Quintado being an up-and-comer, you know, he's winning these national titles and he's performing very well on his left arm. It's like, if you want to really make a name for yourself, well, Brett Coots is the man that you've got to beat.
Well, and for fans of AWE, if they went to AWE Underground, they would see Bowen Quintado competing on right and left there. Yeah. And on right was against Rika Bornman, who's an outstanding South African talent. And you can see when they match up on left, it's a whole different equation. Yeah. So Rika getting the best of Bowen on right, but on left, Bowen's in a different league. And if you did watch the AWE Underground series, you might have seen Lachlan Adair versus Bowen Quintado. And I don't think that was necessarily, I don't think Bowen was prepared for that. And I also feel like that you didn't get to see Bowen's best in that scenario. So, and maybe Lachlan Adair is very much in a different league still. So, but when it comes to the amateurs in Australia, you've got Bowen Quintado there, who is very much at the top of the pecking order, having walked away with the national championship more recently. And then you've got, of course, the former left-hand champion in Brett Coots, who's making his comeback. So, stylistically, you've got Brett, who's very much a hooker, and then you've got Bowen, who's all top roll and posting. So, two very contrasting styles.
That's right, absolutely. Yeah, it should be interesting. It is almost a battle of style. I think Bowen has a very explosive, like he'll lock into that position, that low hand top roll, and once he's sort of set, you know, he's rocking back and forth, explosively rolling through. Whether or not Brett can set up in a way that he can prevent that from being a strength for Bowen, and whether he can turn the match inside, turn it into a hook, or whether he doesn't care if Bowen wants to sit in that position and he thinks, hey, I'm strong enough to hold this anyway.
Yeah.
And you'll see, I've said this to Brett a few times, but whenever he's in a defensive position, he looks like the most relaxed person in the world. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, so it's almost in his zen state.
Like, oh, okay, I can see what you're doing there.
It's almost like he reflects on his daily chores and, hey, did I leave the iron on? No, definitely switched it off. It goes off at someone.
He's just like,
I'm not sure where he goes. We'll have to ask him. So great matchup and a real battle between the young and the old guard there.
Yeah.
Very much looking forward to that. So arm wrestling fans will have a lot to look forward to, not just the T-Series tournament, but 2 awesome super matches to be held very shortly thereafter. So, really looking forward to it.
It's going to be a massive day. I mean, you got the tournament, which is going to be huge. You got people like Lachlan Carpenter coming up from Sydney, all sorts of people travelling there from Australia, and hopefully a lot of people from Queensland. All the 7 different clubs that are there should be travelling up. And then you've got 2 massive super matches at the end of the day as well. So
should be good fun. Before we go, who do you think has that one?
Out of Bowen and Brett? Ooh, I should have thought of an answer before we started.
I'm going to say Brett because he's musclier, and he might hurt me if I go with Bowen. I think Bowen's a nice kid. I don't think Bowen's going to attack me.
He's the most nicest.
No, I don't think Brett's going to attack me. But yeah.
No, I know what you mean. I'm leaning towards Brett based on previous experience and history of wins. But if Bowen is the man, this is his opportunity to prove it.
Be quite an upset.
I don't know if it would be a massive upset because I think they're reasonably close, but I think that Brett is slightly in the lead in terms of favouritism.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with Brett. You're going with Brett.
I am.
Okay, so Bowen's got the task ahead of him.
What about with Brett and Taryn?
I'm going to go Taryn just because, well, you know, I've got to fly up with Taryn, so I'll be his cheerleader as well. So
the whole time you're like, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. We've set you up here.
Yeah, this is a one-way flight to Queensland. So I'll keep your ticket.
That's right.
We'll see how you go.
You're walking back.
Anything we can do to give Taryn an edge, I think, against Brett Coots is going to help. So, so I'm going to go with Taryn. I'll be his cheerleader for the day on that one. And both matches are going to be great. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be
questions will be answered.
Yeah, and the location, the day, Australia Day, it's something. It's all coming together, and it's just going to be a lot of fun for everybody.
It's going to be great. Looking forward to it. See you there.
All right.